Sometimes you have to go up really high to see how small you really are. Those were the words of Felix Baumgartner, who fell 128,000 feet from the edge of space. He became the first man to reach supersonic speed without travelling in a jet or a spacecraft. It was the fastest freefall in history, reaching Mach 1.24, faster than the speed of sound.
Now here we go. There's the bubble rising. There's the tail going out.
The journey started in New Mexico with a helium balloon, taking over 2.5 hours to lift fearless Felix 24 miles into the Earth's stratosphere.
String is becoming taut. Oh, there's the family.
His mother watched her 43-year-old son's record attempt nervously below. Retired American fighter pilot Joe Kittinger, who set the previous record, directed the record-breaking attempt from Mission Control.
Doing great, Felix. Doing great on that cabin. You're doing great. Everything looks green, and you're on your way to space.
Baumgartner wore a full pressure spacesuit, which kept his body at a constant pressure. It stopped the liquid in his body turning to gas due to the low pressures in the stratosphere. It also provided him with 10 minutes worth of oxygen and protected him from temperatures as low as 70 degrees below zero. In the daredevil's greatest feat yet, he jumped into the void from the edge of space.
I'm going over.
Jump her away.
He was in freefall for over 4 terrifying minutes, spinning supersonically through the stratosphere, up to 834 miles an hour, falling faster than the speed of sound in less than a minute. As planet Earth approached, the spinning stopped and the air's density slowed him down. Landing on his feet in the desert, then sinking to his knees, he lifted his arms in victory to the cheers of jubilant friends and spectators. They had been closely following his descent in a live television feed at the command center. The Austrian thanked those who had made his dream possible.
Let me tell you, when I was standing there on top of the world, you become so humble. You do not think about breaking records anymore. You do not think about gaining scientific data. The only thing that you want is you want to come back alive, because you do not want to die in front of your parents, your girlfriend, and all these people watching this. This became the most important thing to me when I was standing out there.
It's hoped the information from the death-defying feat can be used to advance scientific discoveries in the field of aerospace. As for fearless Felix, he says he now plans to settle down and become a helicopter rescue pilot, as nothing is likely to ever top this. The European Union has won the 2012 Nobel Peace Prize. It was praised by the awarding committee for maintaining peace and bringing democracy and human rights to the continent for 60 years. They said it had helped to unite different countries who in earlier times had been against each other, and had helped to transform Europe from a continent of war to a continent of peace.
That's extremely good news for Europe, for the Europeans. After so many years and in this time of great difficulties, it is very important to see that the international community recognize the work that has been made by Europe, its contribution to global peace, and its unique model when it comes to bringing people together. I think it's just a fantastic news, and we want to share it with all Europeans today.
The European Economic Community was established in 1958 by France, West Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Italy and Luxembourg. It was set up following the devastation of 2 world wars, in which tens of millions died, prompting the need to build international relationships to prevent such catastrophes from happening again. The European Union was formally created in 1993, when the Maastricht Treaty came into force. The EU now oversees the cooperation of 27 member countries in a number of areas of common interest, including trade, the environment and employment. It is currently facing problems due to unemployment and cutbacks in spending, but many believe the EU is the most successful example of how to maintain peace. 6 decades of peace in Europe is a long time for us who live in the European Union, yet in history it's only a blink of an eye. That's why we must never forget that in order to keep this peace, democracy and freedom, we have to work hard over and over again. However, some people see the award as ridiculous or even insulting, given the current unemployment rates, recession and deficit.
The European Union having this image cannot be justified with its people in such a terrible state, financially and in terms of quality of life.
The prize, worth $1.2 million, will be presented in Oslo on the 10th of December.